Hi everybody, this is Ryan. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am just going to go through some of the latest cabs and other pieces that I've polished since my last video. And then I am also going to go through a box that I received from John's Gem Emporium from Motley, Minnesota. A box of slabs that I had bought from them. Kind of requested trying to find a more of a cab that I got while I was up in Minnesota a month and a half back. They only had one, but I had them put together an assortment of pieces, kind of at their leisure, you know, based on some basic input that I gave them on what I was looking for. So I'll show you what I got from them. Start off with I'm going to show some of the pieces that I got off the vibratory flat lap. That turned out pretty good. For some of these, it was the second time through the process. The first time, I don't think I had left on the coarse grit long enough. So some of the edges, like I believe this edge was one that I did the first time through, and there was just some pieces like down here on the edge that weren't ground down enough. So since I was sending through some others, I put this one back on, and it turned out pretty well. The other ones that I had in this batch were a couple Thunder eggs. It turned out pretty well. Some of them, they fooled me as I was looking through, just because of all of the different things that were going on. I was having a little bit of a tough time determining what stuff was scratches and saw marks, and which ones were just polishing differently because of the different features. You can kind of see along here, you know, it's a little bit the outside, the blues were shining up a little bit better than some of the rest of the rock. Kind of the same with the rhyolite. Some of the rhyolite shines up different than some of the rest of it, even in the same rock. You can kind of see these bubble-like features down through the middle here. Those were kind of fooling me too, because when it had just gone through the kind of the coarse and the in grit too, I could not tell exactly how well that was ground down. Similar over here, they just kind of looked hazy. So I'm glad they turned out pretty well. And I'm going to get into some of the cabs that I did. Some of these, the shapes came from some of the preforms that I got with some of the equipment that I got in Ohio. So all I had to do was, like this one, it was even semi-domed, so I just had to finish it up. turned out fairly well. It's not a kind of a high gloss shine, but it was still nice. Originally, I ran through these through the 300 or 3000 on the cabbing machine, and then I ran some of these like this one on the Emporium cotton or felt wheel on the cabmate. I didn't do the back on this one. Another one that I have here is a piece of, believe it would be jasper. Could be some kind of chertish, but it feels more, I guess, to me what I would guess is jasper. But I got this from Allison, the Prairie Girl, from one of her live sales, and I had to make sure that it had a kind of a big top, just like Allison does on with her bun. So, but it was kind of cool. I had a little bit of difficulty with it trying to chip out right along that field line there. I still have a little bit of difficulties dialing in the girdles on some of them, but getting better at it. I'm starting to find different ways. I got the aluminum marker, so I can start marking the girdles on them a little bit more to give myself a little bit of a visual to shoot towards. Kind of this second one was also a preform, and the way this one was shaped initially, this one even may have been preformed on the cabmate by one of the previous owners. And you can see here that they had stickers that they would put on some of the cabs that had the sizes, and then I believe they would grind down to the sticker, which I thought was I left the face on this one pretty flat, so I had to go back to get through it a couple times, because I found, at least for me, when I have a flat top, I really got to work extra hard to get any kind of scratches out of the middle. Another one that I got, it was semi started by somebody else, but I went ahead and finished the polish on this one. The back I only semi polished, but kind of turned out pretty well. It's really nice purple color, lots of detail. The quartz edge here, I had a little bit of trouble with it blowing out, but then I stopped trying to do that, and then I, even though it took a little bit longer, worked on one of the finer wheels to take that edge down, and that seemed to help with that edge. A piece of obsidian. I believe this was a piece that I got from Kyle through his live auctions. I don't know for sure what it is, or if this particular one is just plain old obsidian without a name, but overall it was pretty good. Had a little bit of difficulty with some of the scratches on it, but like all of the other ones, even though I just got off the cabbing machine my fingers are oily enough to be getting that all over the rocks. This one here was a kind of a piece of a rock that I brought back that Dad had. I sliced it or create a slab out of it, and then I decided to it broke when it fell, and so I just decided to try for fun to polish the metal part of it, and in talking with Ma, she suggested that it was a hematite, which it turned out fairly well. Another one that I got that was kind of half preformed in a, or at least cut out as a triangle, that I just finished up today. Got some nice colors. I wish there was a little bit more of this white down over here through the rest. Another that I finished up here today. This is I don't know where I got the rough rock for this one, but it was one that I cut a couple slabs off of, and I just did this small piece here just to see how well it would form up and polish up on the cabbing machine. Probably should have had this one on a dop stick, but I worked on the fingers here today, and overall, even with the cold water, I was able to manage pretty well. And I took a couple slices off some of the rocks that I got from Travis. I forget his channel. He's 406. I'm sure most of you guys, if you subscribe to my channel, know him. I really like the clear chalcedony here, then with the kind of the, I don't know, mossy dendrite. I don't know what kind of, exactly what you call it, and you can kind of see in there. I kind of wish and a better way to mute the light, but you can kind of see the ripples in there to kind of make it a kind of cool looking when you're looking through it. Did have a couple miscues. There was this purple thing here came with this one of my piece of equipment, and so I just went through and I tried to do a polish just on the cab mate with the wheel, and that all went well and it looked pretty good, but then I dropped it on the ground. And I believe there was 5 pieces, so the one was kind of missing here. But I may go ahead and, since they're in parts, at least part of it here, I may just throw it in the tumbler when I have another batch, or I may just try to go back through and reform that on the cabbing machine. I haven't decided yet. And another one that the concrete floor. Took care of this old pet wood thing that I had made probably a month and a half back. I had just run it through on the buffing machine on the cabinet, but then I dropped it. And I didn't drop it while it was on the cabinet. I was bringing it back over to the table. And okay, we're about 15 minutes in here. I'll try to get a little faster here. I'm going to go through these slabs, and once again, I got these in the mail from John's Gem Emporium in Motley. They relocated their shop from, I'm pretty sure that they had said Oklahoma originally. And I originally got a few pieces of this, and they were calling it brecciated jasper, but I haven't been able to find anything completely similar. But I was trying to get more pieces of this when I was texting back and forth with them. But they ended up only having this piece on there. And so I just gave him a budget and some suggestions on what I like to cab. And then they just put together a box of slabs and sent them along to me. He threw in some of them on. He suggested a few of the petrified woods slabs that he had that he liked. So there'll be a few petrified wood slabs included in this group. And by the way, if you know what any of these are, he did not mark some of them, and like on some of this, he didn't actually know what some of this stuff was or where it came from. It was just stuff that he had in has had in his inventory, he said, for some time. But go ahead and leave comments along with like a timestamp if you know what some of this is or have an idea. Bunch of these I think considering what I showed him as examples of cabs that I've done were a lot of jaspers, kind of colorful ones. This one has a bunch of chalcedony that's filled in this. Kind of be pretty when I get around to cutting some of that or trimming it up and cabbing it. This one is one of the stranger looking ones that he sent along. I think there really is kind of a gold kind of colored metallic look to this one. Be interested if you know what this one is, exactly what it is. And requested that he send some different mossy type of agate rocks along with the batch. So I think that's what some of this here is of one type or another. Some of this I probably should gift out to some folks that are more creative than I am, for being able to determine exactly where to cab out some of these slabs. The big old juicy pocket in this one. Some of these he sent along some pretty big pieces. Kind of interesting the differences between one side versus the other, and then kind of with the pocket in between. Some of the pieces are thicker than the others, so it may dictate the kind of the size of cabs that I can make, or some of them will just be flatter if I make them bigger. There goes one flashlight. A lot of nice colors in here. Really like those dark reds mixed in with the kind of the gold colors. think this is another piece of some mossy agate that John sent along. Looking at this, I think it looks like some of that green in there is just some kind of staining. Given some kind of the texture of, especially like some up in the corner. This may be a piece that ends up just being face polished on both sides. Maybe on the vibrating lap next spring. I think this is a piece of bone that he sent along. He mentioned he was going to include a piece or two. Looking forward to seeing how some of those colors cab up. I think that's another piece of bone. And these last two pieces. Depending on how I do it, a couple of these I may just, like this, may throw in the tumbler at some time. Let them shape them. And finally this one. I'll try to remember to put the link to John's Facebook page on the into the description. Otherwise, that's it here for today. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. I appreciate everybody that's made it this far through the to the video, and I will see everybody next time.